Hello, everyone. Today, I'll be presenting the market research we conducted on Heineken 0.0 and its brand messaging in the UK market. Heineken has seen remarkable growth in the non-alcoholic beer market, driven largely by shifting the consumer preferences toward healthier, alcohol-free alternatives. To be more specific, the UK market grew by 20% in 2022, contributing significantly to the broader European market, which stands at £5.6 million. Millennials and Gen Z are spearheading to this shift, with nearly 29% of the UK consumers aged by 18 to 34 reducing their alcohol consumption. Our research aims to refine Heineken's messaging to maintain its leadership in this growing sector. Secondary research. Our secondary research focused on several key social dynamics. We found that non-alcoholic beer is increasingly linked to social inclusion, allowing the consumers to participate in social setting without disrupting traditional drinking rituals. However, barriers such as limited availability in bars and restaurants and a perception of inferior taste remain key challenges. Health is a significant motivator, with consumers reducing alcohol intake to avoid negative effects. Interestingly, men tend to reduce alcohol for productivity and performance, while women often cite health and calorie intakes concerns. Social listening. Our social listening analysis revealed that Twitter is the primary platform for Heineken 0.0 discussions, accounting for 89.51% of the online conversation. Key factors driving consumer perception include taste, social inclusion, health benefits, availability, and price. This data underscores the importance of leveraging the platforms like Twitter to communicate the benefits of Heineken 0.0 more effectively, as well as exploring new consumer segments such as family-friendly or health-conscious individuals.
So next, we move on to the in-depth interviews. So as you can see on the screen, we had 12 participants. The age range was from 18 to 34. But before that, how did we get these people? So our research used purposive sampling strategy to specifically target individuals that are familiar with the brand or would at least be prone to consuming non-alcoholic beer. So these participants come from very diverse backgrounds, as you can see on the screen. There's Indian, Spanish, Ukrainian, British, Taiwanese, Romanian, and the list goes on, right? How did we pick these? So the requirement was that they should be UK residents for at least 2 years as of 2024, and they should also have experience with, or at least opinions on the non-alcoholic beer, even though they need not be regular customers of alcoholic beer. So the key areas that we explored included some, consumer perceptions, key influences on their decision to consume non-alcoholic beer, and how Heineken could possibly improve communication around the 0% alcohol's benefits. So these insights were then crucial in shaping the recommendations that we talk about later on in the report. Now, moving on to the results and analysis. So, okay, what did we actually find out after doing all of this? So, the interviews revealed that taste is by far the most critical factor that influences consumer perceptions of non alcoholic beer. For many, it needs to closely mimic the taste of regular beer, or they won't even consider it. Health benefits, such as fewer calories and no alcohol, also play a very important role, but they're secondary to taste. Another factor, social inclusion, right, with non alcoholic beer, because it helps people feel part of social gatherings without the bad or the negative effects of alcohol. However, we did find out that limited availability in bars and supermarkets, along with high pricing, poses a significant barrier to adoption because many participants mentioned that they could just not easily find non-alcoholic beer where they usually shop or socialize. So that's a very big barrier. Now, to address this, Heineken should improve its health messaging, focusing not just on the fact that the beer is alcohol free, but also its fitness benefits and calorie reduction, because that is something people really seem to care about. So, increasing the visibility on social media and through in-store promotions, this will help them reach more consumers, right? And Heineken can also, of course, leverage its sports sponsorships, positioning Heineken 0.0 as a perfect match for active lifestyles, right? Because people who do sports, they don't really want to consume extra calories. And also, they could emphasize the similarity in taste to regular beer, right? And lastly, offering free samples, discounts, and loyalty programs will definitely encourage trial and ultimately build long-term loyalty. So yeah, that's it on my.
So moving on to the recommendations to enhance Heineken 0.0 brand messaging, we recommend targeting health-conscious consumers by emphasizing its low-calorie content and natural ingredients. Moreover, collaborating with fitness influencers and wellness apps could boost the brand's visibility. Secondly, positioning Heineken 0.0 as a drink for staying in control events, such as office parties and family gatherings, can foster social inclusion. Lastly, implementing competitive pricing strategies through loyalty programs and emphasizing the taste disparity with regular beer through blind taste tests and sampling events can further drive the consumer adoption. Moving on to the limitations and future research. While our research provided valuable insights, there were several limitations that I'm going to explain right now and how it can be avoided in the future research. The research focused primarily on individuals aged 18-35, making the sample really small, and which could have also excluded valuable perspectives from older consumers who may also be interested in non-alcoholic beer. So for future, the research should include older demographics to avoid possible bias. Additionally, our sample size was relatively small as well, consisting of 12 participants, meaning a larger, more diverse group of participants is necessary to validate our findings. So we also had limited social listening data, which were only 23 positive and 3 negative posts, and no competitor analysis. So future research should expand on these areas to provide a more comprehensive understanding of the market's perception of Heineken 0.0. In conclusion, Heineken 0.0 has the potential to strengthen its position in the UK's non-alcoholic beer market by refining its brand strategy to resonate with health-conscious, socially aware consumers. By focusing on taste, health benefits, and social inclusion, and addressing challenges such as pricing and availability, Heineken can maintain its leadership in this growing sector. Thank you for your attention and for your time.